You're late.
I'm here today to advise you on the outcome of our internal investigation and whether you will be reinstated. You've been on suspension now for 7 months.
And 11 days, yes.
Ultimately, it is my decision whether to reinstate you or not. You understand that, Frost?
Yes, I do, sir.
Anton Caldwell raped and murdered children, but your professional integrity was severely compromised when you assaulted him.
Yes, sir, I know that.
I want it known loud and clear that I will not tolerate any officer, no matter how damned clever they are or how fine a service record they have, to assault a suspect. Am I getting through to you?
Loud and clear, sir.
The internal investigation concluded that your actions cannot be condoned. Those actions were in response to extreme provocation from a suspect resisting arrest whilst uttering obscene descriptions of the crimes he had committed against children. It is my decision that you are reinstated as Detective Inspector.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
As far as I'm concerned, Caldwell was a blight on the face of the earth and your career.
He's gone to where he belongs.
Well, let's just say his murder in prison saved your neck.
It's a monthly meeting, Jack. You better join us so I can bring them up to speed.
No, sir, no, it's all right, You've got enough to do. You won't want me getting in your way, will you?
No, not at all. What better way to welcome you back than to include you in the briefing?
Yes, what better way indeed, sir?
Pity about the rain.
Yeah.
Now, the Lollipop campaign has been a great success.
Lollipop campaign?
By getting doormen at the various clubs to hand out lollipops at closing time, young people are verbally less abusive and less likely to instigate physical violence.
Where's Lawson?
Duty CID.
I'm sure you'll all be interested.
I bet she's done all the graphs since I've been
now
around.
collated.
Further, yeah.
I'll leave a copy of these statistics on the table here so that you can all peruse them at your leisure. These statistics are proof positive that passive prevention is a vital key in diverting the latent energy of potential troublemakers.
I can't tell you how pleased we are to see you back. Mullet's been like a mother hen, sticking his beak in every 5 minutes.
Honestly, not so much about missing me, more to do with getting Mullet off your back, is it?
Something like that, Jack.
Better bring me up to speed, then.
Sergeant Dillon, the monthly report went on my desk this morning.
Oh, I'll get that sorted, sir.
Paperwork gone to hell in a handcart, has it, sir, since I've been away?
Quite the opposite, in fact. Dear Stoolan's been quite prompt.
Oh, it's mine.
No, I think it's me, Jack. Nobody knows you're back yet. Dear Stoolan.
I was thinking of giving these to the constables to take to the schools for the Crime Awareness Week.
Welcome back, Jack.
Thank you, sir. Hello, Lawson.
Oh, go. Good to see you again.
And you. So, what do we got? Swimming without a licence, was he?
Yeah. Bloke from a narrowboat said he found him. Said he saw him standing on a bridge. Then he saw him again later, about half a mile up the canal.
Alone, was he?
Yeah, didn't see anyone else with him. Here we go. Dead man's watch. Stopped just before 9:30.
Very nice, expensive watch, that. Any chance it was suicide?
Well, doesn't make a lot of sense if it was suicide. Even less if it was attempted robbery.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Well, apart from his watch and the wedding ring, we've got an envelope with 6,000 quid in 50s.
Certainly wasn't popping out for a packet of fags in a newspaper, was it? Go on. What else?
Well, we've got a remote key fob for a Ford vehicle and another unidentified car key. A small waterlogged notebook.
Oh, yeah, no ID.
No, Gov, wallet's missing.
Sounds like a mugging that's gone wrong to me. Where's his car, then?
No sign of it, Gov. Looks like he walked here.
Well, with 6,000 quid on him, you'd have thought he could afford a taxi.
I'd place his age at about early 40s. His hands indicate that he's a white-collar worker. He's a non-smoker. And so far, there's no sign of any drug or alcohol abuse.
Oh, so he died of boredom then, did he?
Not quite. Dr. Mackenzie wouldn't have noticed anything untoward. The body was cold, which would have sealed the wounds. And the water would have washed away any bloodstains.
Wounds? Yes. Nothing obvious to me.
Just here.
Good Lord.
2 stab wounds to the heart.
Very neat and tidy, isn't it?
Cuts are so close together, there's very little change of angle.
So it wasn't a frenzied attack.
I'd say they were caused by a short, sharp, fast thrust. Someone got close, then maybe panicked?
Yeah. Like an amateur. Amateur burglar going wrong.
Possibly, yeah. Any idea what kind of knife? Very short, sharp blade, something like a modelling knife or a kitchen knife, perhaps.
Well, he was first seen on this bridge. It was pouring with rain. I don't reckon he would have walked very far. So he must have parked his car nearby. Let's go and have a look, shall we?
Yeah.
Aha! Right. Oh. Not that one. Volkswagen. Ford. Yeah. Aha. This is it. Right, what do we got here? Right, first aid kit there. Torch. That book. Pair of ladies' sunglasses.
You got your kids' books in the back here.
Yeah, this bloke was married, all right. See if there's anything else. No service book. Try that other key in the lock, will you?
No, different car.
Right, let's have a look in the boot then. Yeah, look at that. Nothing. This bloke wasn't very helpful, was he?
Nope.
Right. Let forensic get their hands on this. You check out this number plate, will you? Oh.
Gov?
Oh,
What is it?
I took this bloody lolly stuck on my tooth. Oh, God.
You really shouldn't be let out, should you? Let's have
No, you're going to pull it out. You are trying to pull it
I'm
out.
not going to pull anything out. Gov, I'm not going to touch it.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Oh,
Yeah. It's the little vices that cause us the most pain. I'm forever parking in the wrong place.
yeah.
Toffee lollipops are a bit like parking tickets. Stick like hell, and a bugger to get off sometimes.
I suppose. Oh.
Your tooth has broken. The filling has come out, and the sticky toffee is holding on to a shattered piece of tooth which has exposed the nerve.
Oh, no.
So, we can't get an injection into you until that lollipop comes out. So, it's going to hurt. Are we ready then?
Oh, no.
I know the cost of those parking tickets always makes my eyes water.
Hello, Reggie. 2 pork chops. Thank you.
You look bloody marvellous.
Thank you, Reggie. Subtle as ever.
Give me £2.10, please. See you tonight, then.
Of course.
No, I think it's better if we do it like this.
Have you told her yet?
No. You told him yet? Tonight, then?
Yes, we'll tell them tonight.
You see, the thing is, if you haven't eaten all day, that Novocaine can make you feel sick as a dog. No? Right.
Well, yeah, I pay for that.
Well, we can't let it go to waste, Jack. And I've missed my lunch.
Don't you tell Mullet it was a lollipop we did this. I never about to live it down.
Of course not.
That is it.
Got these painkillers from the dentist. You know, heavy-duty ones. Oh.
No good on an empty stomach, that.
Joe, look, you've already said that once. Anybody got any good news?
Forensics have dried out the dead man's notebook. Mind you, not really a lot in it, just these numbers. J1210464, J2161173, and there's 3 others.
Two beginning with G.
Yeah.
Well, that could be anything, you know.
Deposit box numbers, map references, lotto numbers for some people.
We even tried working them out as telephone numbers, but without any luck. Well, I better be getting on, Jack.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to check out that car number plate before we go home.
Which is approaching fairly rapidly. Thanks. See you in the morning.
Thank you.
So what are you saying?
I just told you.
The competition's at the end of the week.
I know, Dolores, and I'm sorry, love, but Shelley and I just feel connected.
I bet you bloody do. How long have you two been going at it, eh? You think you'd rather hobble around the dance floor with a poisoned dwarf like you?
Personal invective is unacceptable. Dolores deserves better than this, and so do I. You're my partner. We've practiced for months.
Over the past few weeks, Shelley and I have had a few private sessions of our own.
Not on the dance floor, I presume.
Men?
Watch your mouth, Belmont. Just because you're a fancy lawyer don't mean you can't lose a few teeth.
I won't be threatened.
This is bloody unfair, this is. Dolores dances like a dream. I'll partner you, Dolores. We can beat them any day of the week.
Thank you, Reg. I'll deal with this.
You couldn't dance your way round a pork chop, Muldoon. Clear off. It's none of your business.
Reg, you go downstairs. Off you go. It's all right, honestly. Go.
Morrison, you're breaking every rule of etiquette. What you've done is appalling.
Oh, please. Reconsider, won't you? Come on now, we've done together for months. And it's a tango. We're so good at it. That's what'll clinch it for us.
There's always next year, Dolores. You'll find somebody else.
I'm so sorry, my dear. Murder winkies, murder winkeries. You win some, you lose some.
Oh, Oscar, you are a fool. Perhaps we should partner each other. That would show them.
Perhaps we should.
Thank you, Oscar. You're very kind. Right, so the car's registered to a company called Combimed. It's a box number and a street number.
Hang on. Here it is. It's the right number. Combi what?
Combimed. Thought it was a pharmaceutical company or something.
Not here, it's not.
Oh well, it's got both boxes. Nothing. Right, who's the bloke who rents this?
No idea.
He does come in and check the box, does he?
No, and there's never been anything delivered either.
Did he pay for the box by check? No, it pays cash. A year in advance.
Not anymore, it doesn't.
Who was this bloke?
Did you get a hot water bottle on that?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to look great, aren't I? Walking around the station with a hot water bottle strapped to me, eh?
When you get to bed, I meant.
Yes, all right. Well, until that time comes, who is this bloke who is a ghost? In more ways than one.
Oh, he must have been dodgy. He didn't want to be found, that's for sure.
And his fingerprints weren't on file?
And why have a dummy address with a company name that's never had any mail delivered to it?
Because Mr. No Name was up to no good. What, I do not know yet. George, what do you got?
Well, forensics say they've got 2 partial footprints for us which don't match the dead man's.
All right, okay. Well, we go down to forensics later. Anything else?
Pathology reckon there were traces of anti-fungicide in the dead man's wounds.
Could that have been on the blade?
Probably, yes.
Do they know what the antifungicide was?
No, we don't know yet, no. It seems fairly common, so it's far too early to isolate.
Thank you. Right, good news. I've backtracked the sales history of that car.
Ah. Has the mystery been resolved?
Well, before it was registered to the Combimed Company 2 years ago, it was sold to a Jenny Burrows from North Denton.
Right, George, you stay here. You and I'll go and have a word with this lady. And you can do all the talking, because you're good with ladies.
Right, Gov. Probably a good idea you gave your jaw a rest anyway. Good boy. Good job. My little girl's just gone down, sorry. Mrs. Burrows, we're making inquiries about a Ford car that you sold 2 years ago. Yes?
Mrs. Burrows? Excuse me. Is that your husband?
Eddie, yes.
I'm sorry, I've got some very bad news.
I don't know why he'd be at the canal. It doesn't make any sense. He was due back from a business trip. He's a pharmaceutical rep. Travels a few days a week.
Who's that for?
Tri-State Pharmaceuticals.
Mrs. Burrows, have you any idea why your husband might have had a substantial amount of cash on him?
Well, I don't know. He always gave me my housekeeping in cash. Said that it was better to spend what you had and not what you borrow on a credit card.
Try those other keys in that car, will you?
No, too much to hope for.
I don't know. No credit card debts. Buys his wife's car and then registers it in a non-existent company's name. More smoke and mirrors, if you ask me.
Poor woman.
Yeah, I know. The deeper we dig, the worse it'll get. For her.
He used to work for us, yeah. He left 2 years ago.
You know a company called Combimed? It seems that Burrows ran an agency business selling pharmaceutical products, including yours.
As an outside agency?
Yeah.
In fact, that's quite impossible.
What?
Well, no pharmaceutical company would allow an outside agency access to its products. It'd be tantamount to giving your products to the opposition. I haven't heard from Burrows since he left.
See. You haven't got a painkiller around the place, have you?
Now, the reason his watch broke so easily is because it's a fake. Piece of old tat. You buy them at the market any day of the week.
Right, so our man liked a bit of flash then. What about those footprints, Duncan?
The heavy rain just about washed everything away.
What, so didn't you get anything?
Now, your dead fellow stood on some semi-firm ground.
Ah, so you have got something.
Here, on the bridge, where the dead man was seen, a nice full print. About size 9, I'd say.
And?
There's another. A partial. Slightly prolapsed heel, and a nice distinctive rubber sole. About size 7.
I don't know if this is enough.
We found that size 7 again, downstream, where your dead man went into the canal.
Any joy?
Well, Burroughs was definitely some kind of a con man. Even his watch was a fake.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. He used to tell his wife he was going off to work every morning to his fake company. Even his ex-boss hasn't seen him for the last couple of years.
And loads of lolly in his pocket. Bit of a lad, then. Right, I'll get started on his bank accounts.
Okay, good girl.
Ah, Jack.
Yes.
There you are. How'd you get on at that address?
Oh, right. We've ID'd our floater.
Was it an Edward Burroughs?
Yeah, that's right. Jenny Burroughs' husband. How the hell did you know that?
Well, we've just picked up some kids who used his credit card, and one of them was carrying a modelling knife.
The murder weapon.
Oh, we don't know yet.
Have their parents been informed?
No, not yet. But a social worker and duty brief will sit in on the interviews.
Come on, Lawson, down to dungeons.
Dolores, I thought I'd catch you.
Hey, what are you doing?
I thought I'd give you a lift down to the hall.
You what?
A lift? To the hall. Besides, I've got a pressie for you. For your tea. I knew you hadn't had time to get to the shop, so I'll cut this for you.
Thank you, Richard. That's very considerate of you.
I hope you don't mind me saying this, Dolores, but I don't think Oscar Belmont deserves you to dance with, I mean.
I know. All right, Richard. Just this once. Where's the car? Good night, Mrs. Burnley. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, Dolores.
You do know how serious this is, don't you, Darryl?
Look, I just want to get out of here. I've had enough of this. I want to go home now.
Yeah, well, don't we all? And we can't, can we, because of you? Because you were using a stolen credit card that was found in your pocket. Now, how did it get there? Wasn't the tooth fairy that left it, was it?
Yeah, well, I found it in the street. Just 'cause I'm black, innit?
Black?
We's all black inside, bro. Solidarity, respect is what it's all about.
No, it's because you're black and good-looking.
You what?
Oh, quote. The witness said the person who used the credit card was a good-looking black teenager who looked about 19 years old.
Yeah, well, I'm not that black.
Was it then? You like to use gangster talk, do you?
Yeah, well, I'm only 16, yeah, but I look after myself, you get me? I mean, I do the moves and I keep it together, you know what I'm saying?
So how many teenagers, keeping it together, wearing similar clothes to you, using a stolen credit card, do you know? Hey?
The local authorities are obliged to take you into care when we charge you. Of course, if they don't have the room, you get to stay with us.
The man who owned this credit card was murdered with a knife very similar to this that was found on you.
We're waiting for the laboratory report to show us if you did it.
No, I didn't kill no one. No, you're smoking the wrong stuff, bro, man. That stuff that shits your brains, man.
What did you do with his mobile phone?
We sold it on. We got it on. We didn't kill no one. None of us did. We just took it from the car.
Don't lie to me, Darryl. I saw the car was locked when I got there. You killed him.
No, I never, man.
One of you attacked him and one of you stabbed him. I've got footprints from the scene of the crime. I know what happened.
No, you got it wrong. We broke the window and we saw the briefcase at the bottom of the seat. And the phone was ringing. That's how we know it was there. We took it. We never killed no one.
I saw the car was locked. It was by the canal.
We wasn't at the canal. We bust into the car at a multi-story. That's what we got. We smashed the window. It was a smash and grab. That's what we did. That's all we did. I swear to you, honest, man.
What sort of car was it?
Well, the key fits.
The attendant says Burroughs paid on the dot every month in cash for 2 parking spaces.
So, what do we think happened? He drives here in the Renault, forgets his briefcase, which is under the seat.
Which fits in with what the kids said about where they found it. So Burroughs was obviously in a hurry, probably for his meeting at the canal. He swaps the Renault for the Ford.
And finishes up in the Denton Canal.
Come on, George, let's get this car impounded. You know the governor will want answers by the morning.
Dolores, have you heard? Glenn Morrison hasn't pitched up. He's left her in the lurch.
And I bet she's got Oscar back under her thumb. Loverboy's done a bunk.
Dolores? Yes. Yes, it would seem so. My guess is he's too embarrassed to show his face yet.
I doubt it. You lend him money, did you? Of course I didn't. Of course you did. We all did. Then Morrison's taken what he wanted. Yeah? As if you would know. I know, all right.
I think Morrison's caused us all enough distress, don't you?
And there's more to come by the sound of it, Oscar.
You do see what a predicament this places me in?
Oh, I do. She's your partner. Oh, she was until Len Morrison stabbed us both in the back.
Totus sanctus, Dolores.
Oscar, do stop talking in ancient Italian. No one understands. It makes you sound like a prat.
I was simply saying, in my own way, it's a world of hurt. The championship's at stake. One must rise above one's personal prejudice at a time of great challenge.
Oh, one must. But you'll be sorry, Oscar.
I don't understand.
You'll lose. You, Reggie, are my last hope to win this competition. Are you up to it, do you think? Broken into the day after Burroughs was found murdered. Reported by the parking attendant.
I checked with the evidence room. All the uniform found in the car was an empty briefcase and some magazines.
What about that cash we found?
Oh, general circulation notes. There's nothing dodgy there.
So, he was attacked and stabbed by someone he went to meet. I want his mobile phone.
Well, the kids wouldn't tell us anything. Too scared of Darryl.
George, you get onto him. We get that phone, and we will find the secrets that it will undoubtedly reveal. And in the meantime, I think that I've solved the mystery of those numbers. Come on then, let's go. What numbers do we all need to remember? Bank account numbers, password numbers?
And we've discounted those so far.
The numbers I'm particularly hopeless at are anniversaries and birthdays.
Yeah, me all.
Now, if we look at these numbers and we put a full stop between some of them, starting with the last two, which would give us the year, then J1210464 would become J1210464, and J2161173 would become J2 the 16th of the 11th of 1973, and so on through the numbers.
Well, that is pretty good, Gov.
No, that is not pretty good, Lawson. That is deductive intuition. That is inspired. That's what that is.
Well, so what do these initial numbers stand for?
Well, the hell do I know? I'm not a fairground fortune teller. All we've got to do is to find people with these initials who knew Burroughs. You don't often want it easy, don't you?
Yeah.
Hmm?
I found another body. Or what's left of it.
Sure, it's like an elephant's graveyard here. What's it all about?
Well, we can't meet the European Union's strict codes of disposal. So Council shipped used fridges over to Germany where they've got the proper facilities.
Yeah, well, of course they would have, wouldn't they? Right, stop. What have we got here?
A dismembered corpse, Inspector.
Not the sort of thing you want to find in your fridge when you come home from your holidays, is it, Doc? What is it? Here she...
It's a man. Pieces were found wrapped in plastic shopping bags.
So he didn't die of food poisoning then, did he?
What's apparent, Inspector, is that he wasn't killed here. Now, this will interest you. His body was virtually blood-free.
He didn't have any clothes on, I suppose. That was identifying.
No.
No, I thought not.
Not much here for you, Inspector.
Yeah.
God knows why there's three of you. Waste of taxpayers' money, if you ask me.
Well, we don't want to waste the taxpayers' money, do we? George, you stay here. Lawson, you come with me.
Where are you off to, Jack?
We're going to have some breakfast.
Would you like a bit of crispy bread?
No, thank you. I cannot eat any hard stuff at the moment.
I'll chew it first for you if you like.
You are beyond redemption. Do you know that? Look after that one. So,
I've just heard about the body in the fridge. That's 2 bodies, then.
no, sir, it's only one. That's one in the canal, and now this one.
Are they related?
Well, like brothers, sir.
Oh, for God's sake, Jack, this is no time for levity. I mean, are the murders connected?
How the hell do I know? It'd be a great help if you could give me a few more officers to do the legwork.
I hope that's not a crude expression of humour reflecting the state in which the body was found.
Oh, legwork. Oh, yeah.
The media will plague me. All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Jack, I have to say we didn't have this intensity of violent crime when you were away.
I hope you're not holding me personally responsible for that.
Pathology's ready for you, Gov.
Any more grief, and I shall be ready for her. Thank you.
Safe in having to send it to you? The toxicology test on the man in the canal.
Good. Oh, he's a drug user then, was he?
He was taking antidepressant.
Oh, well, way things are going since I've been back at work, I could be heading that way myself.
Oh, and by the way, that anti-fungicide found in the wound, it's a very common type. Household cleaner, plant sprays, decorator's paste, that kind of thing.
Well, that narrows it down quite a lot then, doesn't it, eh? Huh. Is this my jigsaw man?
For God's sake, Inspector, this is a dismembered human being.
Yeah, well, didn't die of shortness of breath, did he?
Well, I haven't completed my examination yet, but a blow to the head probably killed him. And looking at the condition of his skin, I'd say he was probably hit whilst taking a bath. Which would allow the killer to let the blood just drain away. Yes? He was cut with something like a large kitchen knife, and the bone sawed through with what I think was an electric cutter.
Oh, well. Come on. We'll get started at our end.
Would that it were that simple, Inspector.
Huh. Never is it? All right. Come on then, what else?
His feet.
You are?
This man had 2 left feet. And he was never on antidepressants. I would have known that.
You didn't know he had another car?
No. And why would he have? We don't know. Your late husband's life does seem a bit of a mystery.
Mrs. Burrows, I wonder if you could tell me if any of these letters and numbers mean anything to you.
J2, 16/11/73. That's my birthday. Eddie always called me Jay.
Any of the others? Do any of the others mean anything?
G2, that's Jerry's birthday.
Jerry?
Gerald, our son, he'll be 5 in June. And S is Susie, my daughter. She's 3. Does that help?
Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, thank you very much. Mrs. Burrows, I wonder if you could let me have your husband's mobile phone number. Well, we've got 2 cars, 2 sets of initials, and 2 sets of birthday dates. Now, we know who J2 is and G2. What we need is J1 and G1. This bloke was leading a double life. Tell you what, go to the bank and see if there's any other Burrows with an account locally.
Gov, it is getting a bit late in the day for the banks, isn't it?
What's the matter? You got a date or something?
It's my partner, Tessa. A little girl has got a school concert all night. I said I'd be there.
Oh, come on. So you've got yourself an instant family then, have you?
It was a hat, really.
Oh, so how's it? Is it, you know, is, what, okay?
Yeah, it's good. It's good, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Right, well, bank managers are a bit like detective inspectors. They don't get paid for overtime, so they don't want to do it. All right, you can do it tomorrow. Get the team on it. Go on,
good,
off you.
thanks. What are you going to do?
Me? Well, sewer rats come out at night, and there's one particular rat I want to get hold of before he goes down his hole.
Look at you. You're like an old granny waiting for your pension, you are. Come here. Here, look. Why do you think my name is on the top of the list?
Same reason you're on the top of my list. This is easy, this. Yeah, another high score coming up the cheek in the dreams. Oh. Do you remember a lad named Darryl? That who sold you a phone?
Don't know him.
Oh, let me jog your memory. He's only a young lad, you know, likes to nick things from cars. Got an identity problem. Likes to speak gangster to... Hello, it's ringing. Thank you. Do you remember him now, Richie? You see, the man who owned this phone was murdered. Now, that could make you an accessory to the fact. So you better think of a nicer answer on your way to my Nick. Go on, take him away.
Not bad, Ada Lois. Got Bowman on the ropes, I reckon.
You think so, Reggie?
With a bit more practice, yeah.
So bloody heavy. Carry your own weight.
It's you, it's your frame. Will you listen to me? Don't look away when I'm talking to you. You did very well.
Thank you. You followed beautifully.
Of course. Reggie, we can beat them on all the other dances, but it's the tango we have to concentrate on. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's you, Reggie. You have to take us there. You have to think it, Reggie, and feel it. But this is where it is. You have to move from here. Sinister and passionate, Reggie. Can you do that?
I reckon.
Good. Because that's how we'll win.
Can I see you home?
No, thank you. Not tonight, anyway. Too soon, Reggie. Bit too soon. What do you think?
So, we've got Edward Burrows' phone.
Yes, sir, which had a call on it from someone called Jay.
That's J-A-Y.
And whoever that was, they phoned Burrows the day after he was killed.
And the dismembered body found in the fridge has been identified by its fingerprints.
Yes, that's providing that the hands do belong to the other body parts, yeah. He had form. His name was Leonard Morrison. Apparently he was a bit of a con man, especially with the ladies.
Have we checked for anyone else at his house?
We don't actually have his current address yet, sir, so that's a priority. And we're still looking for the body that belonged to the other left foot.
You won't get a move on, will you, Jack? I've had the press calling me non-stop. Having a demented killer on the loose is doing us no good at all.
That's true. Not much fun for the victims either, is it?
Yes?
Ah, hello. I'm Detective Inspector Frost, Denton CID. This is Detective Sergeant Lawson. Is your name Jay, by any chance?
Yes. Quite bowler.
Is it, Mrs. Burrows?
Yes. Eddie. Yes. I phoned him. He'd just left on a business trip. He travels 2 or 3 days a week. And he has a company called Combimed, doesn't he? A pharmaceutical company. Yes.
Mrs. Burrows? Do any of these letters and numbers mean anything to you? This one particularly, 21st of the 4th, 64.
Yes, it's my birthday.
I see.
And this one, the 19th of the 2nd, 93? My son Jerry.
Jerry. And any of the others, do they mean anything?
No.
Thank you.
And your name, it isn't just an initial, is it? It's spelt J-A-Y. Yes. Can we contact anyone for you? No, thank you. What about your son? Don't tell him yet. I'll do that after school. That's soon enough. I'll make some tea, shall I? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mrs. Burrows, is there anywhere in the house that your husband used to use as an office? Look at this. Well, this is similar to the other woman. £2,000 a month. Paid in, I suppose, for basics. From a direct debit.
2 families, 2 lives.
Yeah, he's a bigamist, all right, this bloke. I mean, just thinking about it makes me tired.
Why 2 cars, though?
Well, I suppose that you can't afford to leave something from one family in the wrong car.
What if one of the wives had found out about the other?
Well, it is a motive for murder, I suppose.
Inspector, do you mind? I just need a minute.
No, of course not.
All right.
Right, I want you to watch her face. I'm going to watch Jenny Burrows' face. See if they make any sign of recognising each other. Okay. Listen. When I knock on the door, you tip the wink to George.
Gotcha.
Mrs. Burrows.
Are you all right? Sure you'll let me sit down for a minute?
No, let's get this over with.
Okay. Oh, just a minute.
Mrs. Burrows, it's this way. Well, she recognised you, I'm sure of it.
I'll trust your woman's instinct, then, Wilson.
Because my copper's instinct is more reliable.
George,
Yeah?
did you get the second Mrs. Burrows home all right?
Yes, I did, but I don't think she had any idea about that other woman.
I think the first Mrs. Burrows did.
All right. I'll tell you what. Let's check the 2 wives' accounts. You know, see if they've got anything else in common. Apart from their hubby, I mean.
Jack, I got these from forensic antidepressants. When those kids ransacked the briefcase, the lid flew open and they rolled under the seat of the car.
Oh, okay, then tell you what, all right, well, I'll chase that up later. Now then. In the meantime, Mr. Mullet is getting his knickers in a twist about our dismembered corpse, the late Len Morrison. Now, come on, any progress?
Excuse me, sir. We've tracked down an address for Len Morrison.
Ah, thank you very much. There you are, you see, George, ask and you shall receive. Some of us have got it, and, you know, some of us haven't.
And some of us have someone to do the fetching and carrying. You want me to go down and check out Morrison's place?
No. I want you to get your snout stuck into those 2 wives' accounts, all right? Lawson and I'll do that. All right, come on, Lawson, you ain't got time for that. Come on, we've got your car, you're driving, my headache.
Must be from all that thinking.
Some of us have got to do it, though, haven't we? Bit of a trophy run, this. He was a soft shoe shuffler. Not bad at it by the looks of these.
Well, he's got at least a dozen women here. All from different dance places around the country, it looks like.
I'll tell you what, some of his lady friends weren't shy about giving him money. He was doing very well for a low-life con man.
It's in here you'll be wanting to look. That's blood. Everywhere. The killer thought he'd cleaned up, but the victim was murdered and butchered in this bath. And there's something else. There's no fridge. But there was an electric saw with nasty bits on the blade.
A bit of DIY dissection then, was it?
Yeah, this one. Just dated a couple of months ago.
Yeah, well, that proves that Morrison has been around at least that long. Well, I only know of one dance hall in Denton.
Action ready! Oh, there she is. I can't see her.
I don't know which one she is. Ask her if she can recognise her.
It's the one in the lilac skirt and the white top there. Her name is Dolores Del Monte.
Dolores Del Monte? Sounds like she ought to be in Hollywood, not a dance hall in Denton.
Well, it's part of an exotic fruit salad.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you go and have a nose round. I'm going to go and have a tango with our Miss Glamourpuss.
I can't believe it.
Len Morrison had a police record. He conned vulnerable women.
Do I look vulnerable to you, Inspector?
Oh, no, of course not, but he was your dance partner.
And?
A vicious murder has happened to someone who was very close to you.
I've just heard. I'm here if you need me, Dolores.
And you are?
Oscar Belmont, barrister at law.
And I am Detective Inspector Frost, policeman at large. This is a private interview. If Miss Del Monte requires legal advice, I'm sure a solicitor will be made available for her. Thank you. I'd like to put a policeman outside your house.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
But this is no run-of-the-mill killing. This was a particularly vicious murder by a very disturbed person who was full of hatred. Well, why would Burroughs want to get his prescription from a chemist miles from where he lived?
I don't know, Gov. Why?
I don't know. It's a question. It's a question that has to be answered.
Okay.
No, I can't tell you why this man had his prescription filled here.
You see, this Ed Burroughs, he lived right on the other side of Denton, so it just doesn't make much sense, does it?
No, I'm afraid it doesn't.
Well, your computer would have the name of the doctor who prescribed them, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
If you wouldn't mind.
No, he's not listed at all. No Edward Burroughs and no doctor's name. Maybe one of the locums made a mess of putting his details in the computer.
Well, you see, if you count the number of antidepressants that are left and you work out how many a day he was taking, it means that he was in here not more than 3 weeks ago.
Inspector, I fill 100 prescriptions a day. How would I remember him?
No. Perhaps if you just have one more look, just in case it jogs your memory.
No, I don't recognize him.
Okay, all right, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure, Inspector. I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
There you are.
Oscar.
My dear, I was as circumspect as I could be. I thought I should be here to comfort you in your moment of need.
Only a moment, Oscar. I might need a bit longer than that.
As you wish, my dear. Modo cogito quid prosit rebus tuis. I'm only thinking of what's best for you.
Yeah, that's hello.
Garth, it's me. I'm outside Del Monte's flat.
What are you doing there?
I thought I'd just keep an eye on Miss Twinkletoes.
Well, that's all very commendable, but I've got this raging tooth I have. Dentist says I've got to have root canal work. So after a couple of non-prescription brandies, I shall be blotto for the rest of the night.
That's fair enough, Garth, but I thought you might just like to know that Oscar Belmont's been in her flat for the last hour, and Reggie Mulldane has just gone in.
Right, Mr. Belmont, thank you. That'll do for now.
Guten Abend, Inspector.
You what?
Guten Abend. Hopefully.
Well, Mr. Belmont, the only bit of Latin that I know is mens rea. That is the state of mind to commit a criminal offence. And I shall chase down anyone who has it ad infinitum. Do you understand? Yes, I'm sure you do. Thank you, good night. See you, Milton.
Gav?
Lawyers, you know, they're not usually inclined to brutal murder and dismemberment, are they? Normally, they just bleed their clients to death. Right. Anyway, I don't want any of those dancing off into the sunset.
Ah, Jack. How'd you get on with that chemist and Barrow's antidepressants yesterday?
Oh, no, nothing. No record at all. We do know that's where he got the prescription filled. Tell you what, find out the names of the GPs who are anywhere near that chemist.
Right. Now, the good news is I found something on the two Mrs. Barrow's credit card bills. Now, J. Barrow's, that's the first Mrs. Barrow's. Her credit card shows a regular payment at a hairdressing salon, which is in the same area where the second Mrs. Barrow's lives. And on 3 or 4 occasions, both women were in the same salon at the same time.
Blimey, you don't think that these two are in it together, do you?
Well, they do say that a burden shared is a burden halved.
Yeah, they do say that, don't they?
I discovered what Eddie was doing about 6 months ago. I wanted to see who she was. I used to sit there and watch her having her hair done, listening to her. Why torture yourself like that? She was younger, prettier. She was the competition. I wanted to get as close to her as I could.
Did you ever speak to her?
No, I kept well away. I tried not to look at her that day at the mortuary. I felt so sorry for her. She has a young family.
If you knew what your husband was up to, why didn't you challenge him about it?
I didn't want to lose him. They had their life, we had ours. When he was home, he was with me and our son. It was wonderful. Better to have something than nothing at all.
Sir, this knife. We found it in the conservatory.
All right, thank you.
I use it for pruning and grafting my plants. It keeps me busy while he's away. I didn't kill my husband, Inspector.
Get this knife off to forensics as soon as you can, will you, please?
Want me to go and see Jenny Burrows again?
No, she's right. She's young with kids. Let her grieve. Go on, off you go. Frost. Yes, George. Who is this bloke?
Dr. Patrick Knight. He's the only GP within a mile of that chemist.
Does know we're coming, does he? I mean, I don't want to sit for hours in a waiting room full of bloody lead swingers.
He knows.
Oh, Benny.
When are they going to do that root canal?
What? End of the week.
Yeah, terrible things they are, Jack. I had one once. Do you know, the first thing they have to do, they have to dig out the film and then they stick a long wire brush right down into the nose so they can...
Do you mind, George? Look, I'd rather get run over by a bus than listen to your dentist stories. Oh. Jack!
I'll have my surgery manager double check, but I'm absolutely certain we've never had an Edward Burrows registered here.
Does this help, sir?
No. I don't think I've seen him before.
Ah, you don't think so? Now, is that a perhaps or a maybe?
Would you be careful with that, Inspector? They are rather expensive.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, come on in, Doctor. Huh? A perhaps or a maybe?
I think he was a sales rep for a pharmaceutical company.
Well, he certainly wouldn't be a sales rep for a veterinary company, now would he? Sorry. Do you remember the name of the company?
No, sorry.
And you were here last Monday morning?
Yes, of course.
What time does the surgery open?
8:30. I start seeing patients at 9.
So you were here that morning?
No, I had a house call to make before I came into surgery. Mrs. Chalmers. It will be in the receptionist's book.
I see. And what time was that?
It was a quick call from about 9:15 to 25 to 10. I was back in the surgery by 10.
I see. All right. Thank you very much. Been very helpful. Sorry if we've interrupted your surgery.
Glad to have helped.
If our Mr. Burrows visited our doc tonight as a sales rep, he must have visited the chemist at the same time.
I would have thought so, yes.
Yeah. And how come that our chemist says he doesn't remember him at all?
I don't know.
No. Neither do I. Yet.
Yeah, don't like to talk about personnel who shall we say, let go.
Well, I need to talk about personnel who were let go, who are now gone.
We don't like to admit that we've got it wrong.
Right. I seem to have got it wrong. Thank you. Because I don't really know enough about this bloke.
Burrows is doing all right. Then his sales dropped off. We thought at first it might have been family problems.
Well, I think you might have got that right.
So a patient. He was a pharmaceutical rep. Over-the-counter mainline brands. Nothing on prescription.
Does that mean that he wouldn't visit GPs?
Oh no, Burrows was purely a product representative. He was strictly in chemists, small supermarkets.
Would he have called in on a chemist called Foursquare on his room?
Yes.
Really? Thank you. That is interesting.
Whatever's going on, it doesn't reflect on the company, does it?
No, not at all. Ooh.
Special reserve. Don't do anything silly with them.
What do you mean, like trying to swallow them?
Ah, Jack. How's the tooth?
Sugar here.
What?
Extra good?
It's progressing. Someone gave me a painkiller that would floor an elephant. I've got to have root canal work at the end of the week.
Root canal? Oh, you don't want one of them. I had one done once and it was all...
All right, thank you very much, Trig. George Tooler's already given me the gory details.
Talking of which, you know that chopped up bloke in the fridge? Division had a similar case about a year ago.
Oh, yeah. What, a mutilated body?
No, some bloke went missing, used to do a bit of ballroom dancing. His partner was a Rita Matthews, but she had a fancy stage name.
Yeah, go on, which was?
Della Monte or something?
Not Dolores Del Monte.
Yeah, that's her. She moved to Denton. I was talking to a mate of mine in Division Records.
Was she ever under investigation?
No. They found some blood in his flat, but it was treated as suspicious. They even thought she might be in danger, which is why she moved here.
Don't tell me we've got a demented tango dancer out there trying to kill off the opposition.
Jack, ballroom dancing can be a hotbed of jealousy. I've had a dalliance or two myself at the police social club. It's not for the faint-hearted, I can tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Especially if you've got Mullet as a dance partner. Which I probably would have. All right, thanks, Rick. Oh, here.
Forensics, Gov. We found a label with a number on it. It was stuck under that fridge.
Sullivan's, 7966. Sullivan's, that's the auctioneers, isn't it? All right, go on, you go and check it out. I've got a bad foot to see to. Ah, George, just a minute. Now listen, go and find out all you can about that Dolores Del Monte, will you?
Okay.
Hello?
This pruning knife you took from a dead man's wife,
One of his wives, Mrs. J. Burrows.
whoever, toxicology can't give us a definite match on that undefungicide.
Ah. Well, the wounds. Could her knife be the murder weapon?
Well, knives like that make very similar entry wounds. I'd need to be absolutely certain before I could say yes to that.
Well, a definite would be helpful. I've got 2 jealous wives out there.
Subjoy, though.
Hmm?
The unknown owner of that left foot you found with your dismembered victim was preserved with formaldehyde.
Well, he was embalmed. Was it a body snatch or what?
I'd say there's a strong possibility that that body came from a funeral parlour.
Oh, well. Well, some poor sod had to hop his way through the pearly gates, didn't he?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Reggie.
It's all right.
Something wrong?
The police came to the shop. Took some stuff away. That and tonight. One thing after another, really.
Don't lose your nerve, Reggie. Your attention span might be very short, but I need it all when we dance.
I won't let you down, Dolores. Not now. I promise.
We're going to win, Reggie. And when we do, everything will be different.
Dolores is a wonderful person. We love her to bits. She does a great deal of charity work as well. Did you know that? No, she doesn't. She visits old age homes, does a bit of lippy and powder for the ladies. She's an excellent beautician. I can quite see how she looks glamorous on the dance floor.
And she's worked here
For
for...
a year. She's freelance. I wish I could get her full time.
Did she have any references?
Of course, yeah. Mr. Oscar Belmont introduced Dolores to us.
Belmont, the barrister.
Yes. Mr. Belmont's a value client. He likes his tan to be just right. Of course, one shudders when one thinks how his family made their fortune. But there we are.
Made his fortune how?
Oh, God. You know, creepy stuff.
Doing what?
His family ran a chain of funeral parlours.
Gov, 2 second-hand fridges. One last year, one a couple of weeks ago. Found out where they were delivered.
Watson, where are they? Where's the bloody dance?
I don't know, Gov.
George, are you sure about Belmont? I double-checked, Jack. If you're right about them fridges...
Yeah, they were sent to 2 different addresses.
Yeah, all right. Trig, Jack, where would they hold regional dance championships?
tea.
You danced like a wildebeest. Like a cockroach. You were not very good, Reggie.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was nervous. I'll be better next time, I promise.
I'm a little overwrought.
Good seeing you, Dolores.
Why don't you run us a nice hot bath?
Reggie.
Right, okay, George, you hang it up and go round the back. Rest of the Lord, you come with me. Sorry to burst in on you like this, Miss Del Monte, but I didn't want to miss the last waltz.
How did you know?
Oscar Belmont didn't just get you a job in the beauty salons, did he? You also worked in the funeral parlours.
Even the dead should be attractive. Who wants to die ugly? We traced 2 second-hand fridges. A year ago, one was delivered to a man's address outside Denton. That man is still missing. Ah, yes. The most recent purchase, the one that we found on the tip, was sent to Len Morrison's flat.
Not a coincidence, I think.
No, not really.
We also learned of a woman who ordered a new fridge for Reggie Muldane's flat and organised the removal of the old one.
It was just in case I needed it. These men were the key to my success. But they weren't good enough dancers. And Len Morrison abandoned me for someone younger, more glamorous, lighter on her feet.
You cut off someone's foot in the funeral parlour, didn't you?
Not much different from carving a roast, really. Besides, who was going to miss a foot or two once they'd sealed the casket?
You've done this before.
But the first one, about a year ago. And no one ever found him.
So, what did you do with the right foot of the victims that you cut off?
I put them in the bin. I see what I did as a charitable act, Inspector. These men weren't going to make it in the dance world without me. They weren't good enough. They certainly weren't nimble enough for the quick step, were they?
Dance macabre, I would have thought. Yeah.
So, there's no sign of the man she killed a year ago.
No, it's been recycled by now. Makes him environmentally friendly, I suppose.
Well, congratulations at least, Jack. Looks as though you got to Muldain just in time.
Yeah. Otherwise, he would have been clobbered in the bath, packaged up neatly inside a fridge.
She'll no doubt be sentenced to a psychiatric unit.
Yeah, expect so.
Oh, the body in the canal. Are his wives involved?
Don't know, not sure yet.
Well, if they're not involved, I wonder who gets to claim the body when it's released.
Well, there you are. Share and share alike. Can't have a double funeral, that's for sure. Ah, George, there you are. What you got?
Well, I've been going through Dr. Knight's surgery diary. These are the house calls he made. Only one on the morning of the murder, and Mrs. Chalmers.
Oh, well. Seems like he's got an alibi, then.
Well, I can't see anything dodgy in these records, Jack.
Nothing to say that Edward Burrows was a patient.
No.
All right, thank you. Well, I think Dr. Knight is hiding something. Why would he lie about knowing Burrows? Well, we can't go to his office to cast a beady eye. So I think I shall make a house call.
He'll be doing surgery, Jack.
Oh, no.
Would you ask my husband to phone me as soon as he's finished with his next patient? Thank you. Inspector, I'm not too certain just how I might be of any help.
Your husband has said that he'd met an Edward Burrows once or twice, in a professional capacity.
Then why don't you speak to my husband?
Well, the thing is, I feel a bit guilty about taking up the doctor's time, you know, when they're always so busy. And I just thought that I'd check with you in case the name was, you know, familiar.
It isn't, no.
He was a pharmaceutical rep.
I'm not a doctor. I'd have no reason to meet him.
No, I just thought that you might have met him at one of the do's that they have, you know. Product launches, that sort of thing. Tri-State Pharmaceuticals. Combi Med, any of those ring a bell?
No.
Oh. Apparently our Mr. Burrows was a bit of a charmer.
Are you implying something?
No. I just thought that, you know, if he'd been a bit of a flirt, you would probably have remembered him at one of the do's.
I didn't go to any do's. I'm sorry I can't be of any help.
That's all right. Thank you, Mrs. Knight. I'm sorry if I've got in the way. Takes a professional to see where the cracks are, to make sure they can be covered so that no one will notice. I'll see myself out, Mrs. Knight. Thank you.
You've no right to harass a doctor's wife. She's not part of any investigation.
I wanted to get under their skin. Her husband is involved in this somewhere along the line.
You've no proof of that whatsoever.
Oh, come on. He said that Burrows had visited his surgery. He lied.
Perhaps he made a mistake.
Oh, leave
I
it.
had him on the phone as soon as you'd left his house. Now, unless you have sufficient grounds to question him, you'll do well to remember he's a respected member of the community.
History's proved that all doctors aren't angels of mercy.
Jack, I am warning you, we cannot afford to be sued for harassment.
I understand that.
Remember, you are only just back from suspension.
Oh, God.
If you're a risk factor, I'll pull you off the case.
Jack, Mullet was in a bit of a flap.
I know that. I'm still pulling the feathers out of my hair. He thinks I'm not doing things by the book.
As if.
Yeah, exactly. All I do know is that Dr. Knight sends his kids to private schools and his house is, well, a knockout.
Most GPs do all right.
There was another call to the surgery on the morning of the murder.
Oh, yeah? Which was?
His house call patient, Mrs. Chalmers, insisting that Dr. Knight did not visit her that morning. But according to the doctor's receptionist, Mrs. Chalmers is more than a bit forgetful.
Which means she isn't exactly going to be a star witness, is she?
No. But it's a lead. When in doubt, shout. It scares the horses. Bring in Dr. Knight for questioning. Okay, George. Got anything?
Well, Majendi, the chemist, has a cast-iron alibi. He was at the pharmacy from early till late.
Right. What about, Dr. Knight's clothing?
No forensic couldn't find a thing. Not that I suppose he would have worn the same clothes.
Anyway, it was worth a try.
The shoes fit.
You what?
Exact same size as those found at the canal site. But they have been resold in the last couple of days.
Right, I tell you what. Tell Dr. Knight that he can go, but we're keeping his shoes for forensic tests.
Jack, you've already done that.
I know. But he doesn't know, does he? that your work?
Oh, yeah, I did these.
When?
A few days ago, I think.
Right. What do you do with the waste?
We fill these, and then the council takes them down the tip. And we get through hundreds of shoes a week.
Oh, well, time for a bit of soul-searching then, isn't it? All right.
This could take a year and a day.
It's all right, George. I'm in no hurry. Our killer's footprints are in there somewhere. Don't forget, look for the muddy ones first.
You got a minute, Inspector?
Yeah, sure.
Didn't just bring in a pair of shoes, there was a jacket as well. I only got it done yesterday, the day before maybe. Yeah, this is it. A fleece. Well, they come in for the shoes, but this wasn't ready.
Can you remember anything about the man who brought these in?
It's a busy day. Yeah, I'm not sure it was a man. Might have been a woman, yeah. Yeah, it was a woman.
A woman? Mrs. Chalmers, Dr. Knight said that he was here last Monday morning.
No, he was not. I'm certain of that.
Well, what makes you so certain?
I've got my children, my grandchildren, my friends, my tablets. I have to take on Dr. Knight's visits. Those are the important things to remember. He wasn't here, I'm telling you. What?
Oh. Oh, something, I'm sorry.
You got yourself a toothache or something.
Oh, I'm all right.
Of course you're not. I can see that. I've got just the thing. I've just the thing for just about everything.
No, Mrs. Chalmers. Really, I'm all right. It's just I want to know about last Monday morning.
This stuff I've got takes away the pain so quickly. It must be next door. You just wait a minute. I'll be right back.
No, Mrs. Chalmers. Honestly, I'm all right. Mrs. Chalmers, have you recently moved house? And you seem to have got a lot of the previous owner's mail.
It's here. Now, you put this on your finger and you rub it on your gum.
On your gum.
You understand?
Yes, I understand.
You promise me?
Yes, I promise you, yes.
Good.
Thank you. Mrs. Chalmers, how long have you lived in this house?
About 7 years. My son bought this house for me. And did I tell you about my son? He runs a big office and he's very responsible.
You see, Mrs. Chalmers, half a dozen of these letters are addressed to different people at this address.
I know. And that's why I'm quite sure Dr. Knight was not here when I called him, because he did not take his letters as he usually does.
What do you mean these are his letters?
He's very kind to me, is Dr. Knight, and he always takes the letters away for me.
My colleague thinks that you've been defrauding the NHS by adding non-existent patients to your practice.
You've been sending false medical documents to the NHS, registering them by using an elderly lady's address. Every week, you collected the mail on the pretense of making a house call. We believe that in due course we will find more elderly patients whose addresses you have fraudulently used.
Well, that's not the half of it, though, is it? This afternoon, we brought in a pharmacist for questioning. His name was Ruanda Majendi. Burroughs was blackmailing you two, wasn't he? That's why you killed him.
I didn't kill anybody.
Oh.
You have to believe me. I couldn't do that.
You don't have to say anything.
No, that's true. You don't have to say anything. But this is murder we are talking about.
Not on the evidence you have here. Fraud's one thing, murder's another.
The wounds on the dead man are consistent with those made by a scalpel.
D.S. Toulon has entered the interview room at 15:58.
We found the soles of his shoes. They're a perfect match.
Well, that puts you on the bridge with the dead man just before he was killed.
Two years ago, Burroughs discovered we were dispensing cheaper drug alternatives against NHS prescriptions. Burroughs didn't know about the non-existent patients.
So Burroughs realised that a local doctor had to be implicated in order to cover the pharmacist.
Yes.
In case anyone questioned the efficacy of the medication.
How much money were you making?
100,000 a year.
100,000 a...
He demanded an immediate payment of £50,000, and then 6,000 a month. It was hardly worth the risk after that, but we had to keep going.
So you went to meet him on Monday to pay him off?
Yes. But I didn't kill him. I gave him the money and left. I had a house call and I was running late. I left him just after 9. I did the house call and I was back in the surgery by 10. I took the shoes in the next day when I heard about his death on the news. I was scared.
You were guilty.
Mrs. Chalmers, your house call patient, says you weren't there on the morning of the murder.
I was? I was there. I can prove it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chalmers, for coming in. Most helpful. Thank you. Right, come on. Mrs. Chalmers' son spoke to his mother last Monday Oh, there you are. I was just saying. Mrs. Chalmers' son spoke to his mother last Monday morning, and she said that the doctor was with her. He spoke to Dr. Knight because he wanted to see how his mother was getting on.
What time?
Just before 9:30. He was going into a meeting.
So Knight was telling the truth. He's got an alibi. Burroughs died at 9:27. We can't escape that fact.
Yes, it will.
I sent the decorators home early.
Inspector Frost,
Yes.
is my husband still in custody?
Oh, yes. And for a very long time to come. You know what? When I had a go at my front room, the bloke in the DIY shop told me I ought to wear gloves. Do you know why? It's because of the anti-fungicide that's in wallpaper paste.
What are you doing here?
These knives that are used for cutting and trimming wallpaper always have a residue of anti-fungicide on the blade.
You're not making any sense. I'd like you to leave now, please.
By sheer coincidence, your decorator told me that he mislaid his knife about a week ago. You knew all about the blackmail. You followed your husband and you killed the man who would ultimately destroy you and all this. You took his shoes in the next day because you didn't want him to be incriminated.
No.
Oh, yes. Because when we questioned him, he realised that it must have been you who killed Burroughs. He lied to try and save you.
We believe we'll find enough forensic evidence on your husband's fleece jacket to prove that you were wearing it. But you'll never be able to prove that I killed Burroughs.
Oh, yes, I think we will. What's one of the things that you ladies can't bear to throw away? A pair of very expensive all-weather boots. Favourites, by the looks of things.
We've got a partial print of these. They're a size 7. Worn down heel, distinctively patterned rubber sole. We've also got Burroughs' bloodstains on the fleece.
I've also got this. The other half of a dry cleaning ticket found in the pocket of one of your coats. You see, your husband had a full day's appointment the day after the murder. And that was the day that you took in the shoes and the fleece into the shop.
I didn't kill him. I didn't mean to kill him. I just wanted to scare him off. I followed my husband. And Burroughs walked off. I waited and then I went after him. He just laughed at me. I was so angry. I was so angry. He was trying to take this all away from us, bit by bit. He was getting greedy.
Yeah. And that's one thing medicine can't cure, isn't it? No matter who you are. Oh.
So, they sorted then, Gov?
Yes, they filled in their bits of paper and, well, both families are going to bury him.
Right, time I was off then.
Yes. Right. Well, it's been great working with you again, Maureen. Sorry to see you go.
Thanks, Gov. You take care. Oh, get that tooth seen to, eh?
Oh, yeah. Mrs. Chalmers snake oil, eh?
Smells like it. Ta-ra.
Bye-bye.
Ah, Jack.
Oh, sir.
Excellent result.
Yes, everyone deserves a shot at happiness, whoever they are.
Yes, Rawson. Very good officer. I was referring to the case.
Oh.
Just because someone is a highly respected member of the community should not blind us to their capacity to commit crime.
No, I didn't.
Quite. What's that smell?
Oh, yes, it was, it's diesel and petrol fumes. Comes in when the door's open.
Oh, Jack, those lollipops. The supplier has advised me that the cherry fizz toffee balls had a manufacturing problem. The centre didn't stay hard, apparently.
Oh, really? Is that right?
Just thought you ought to know. Went like glue inside. Just in case you thought of giving any to your constables for the school's awareness week.
Yes, well, I'll bear it in mind, sir.
Hopefully it's a timely warning.
In another life, maybe.